the sprint. The Scrum team creates a product in sprints. Sprints are the heartbeat of Scrum, where ideas are turned into value. Each sprint may be considered a short project. Scrum has 4 formal events, formerly known as meetings: sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. And one more event, the sprint. Overall, there are 5 events. The sprint is a container for all other events and also for all the work necessary to achieve the product goal. Sprint length is 1 month or less. According to everyday logic and real statistics, smaller initiatives are more successful. Why? Due to reduced complexity. For many teams, 1 week is not enough to create a valuable completed increment. And 4 weeks is too long for stakeholders to wait for an increment and for the team to wait for their feedback. If the sprint is too long, the sprint goal may become invalid. Complexity may rise and risk may increase. On the other hand, shorter sprints can be employed to generate more learning cycles and limit the risk of cost and effort to a smaller time frame. The most popular sprint length is 2 weeks. I have worked with teams whose sprints lasted 3 weeks. Here you see the popular schedule of sprint events. However, a sprint can last up to 1 month and start at any day of the week. Sprint length is fixed. This fixed time box creates consistency. You should not change the sprint length unexpectedly or to suit the situation. For example, we do not have time to implement the increment, so we will postpone the sprint deadline. No, it's not done like this. In rare cases, the team may decide to change the length of the sprint, but only after the demonstration of the increments of the current sprint. This decision is usually made by the whole team at the Sprint Retrospective event. However, there are limitations. For example, synchronization cycles with other teams, release schedule, integrations, etc. Sprints in Scrum enable predictability by ensuring inspection and adaptation of progress toward a product goal happens at least every calendar month. During the sprint, quality does not decrease. Never. Scope, it is specified in the sprint backlog, may be clarified and renegotiated with the product owner as more is learned. However, a change cannot be made if it would endanger the sprint goal. The product backlog is refined as needed. The sprint starts with the sprint planning. The sprint review is the second to last event of the sprint. The sprint retrospective concludes the sprint. There are no gaps or buffers between sprints. There is no time to prepare for the next sprint. A new sprint starts immediately after the conclusion of the previous sprint. A sprint could be cancelled if the sprint goal becomes obsolete. Only the product owner has the authority to cancel the sprint. However, this rarely happens, and in this case it is necessary to analyze why it happened. The Scrum Master ensures that the sprint is productive and kept within the time box.